What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, XLM's price has officially done something that probably opens up a door that people may not even recognize yet. And I want to talk about exactly what that is, what it could mean, what I'm doing, and much more. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into it. Now, guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade a little XLM yourself on up to 50x leverage and many other cryptos on up to 500x leverage, although I heavily would recommend not using 500x leverage, you can use that BTCC link down below to go sign up and start trading today. Guys, when you do deposit for the very first time, if you deposit anywhere from $500 to $100,000, they're going to give you a 10% bonus back, meaning that if you deposit $1,500, they're going to give you $150 to trade right then, right there, and say you turn that into $400. Guys, that profit is yours. You can withdraw it, spend it, use it, trade it, do whatever you want with it. It's no strings attached. So it's literally an opportunity to get free gains. And during a market like this, with XLM pumping like it is, getting free gains is even better. And so go check that out down below. I do about 40 to 50% of my trading on a daily basis here on BTCC. So go check that out. Let me know what you think and use that code. Okay. Use that down there. Use that link. Because again, 10% bonus is insane. Now, looking at XLM, let's talk about what just happened, because people just don't recognize how big what it just did. You know, how big that is, right? Everyone's obviously seen it go vertical. I mean, XLM's up what now, 400+%, and that's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But it gets crazier than that. It gets crazier than that. People just don't even realize it, but let me explain it, okay? Let me explain it. So what we can see here is that XLM's price has had quite a technical couple years, right? I mean, you look at what happened here. Obviously, we had this pullback, we had this pump, we had this pullback, and now we have this pump. But it's been a lot more than that. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Fibonacci's. The Fibonacci's are a tool that you can use that are going to give you the levels that you need to be watching out for, put simply. And when you look at what XLM has been doing from a Fibonacci perspective, it's actually a lot crazier than you may think. So what we're first and foremost going to do is we're going to draw on our Fibonacci's from this bear market low back in 2020 all the way up to the bull market high in 2021. And I want you to see what happened here. Pay attention to what happened here. So look at how, as XLM's price started to retrace back to the downside, it comes all the way back down. And where does it start to put in support, guys? You see the 618 to 786 Fibonacci zone. This is the most important zone on any crypto ever. From a resistance perspective and a support perspective, it doesn't get more important than the 618 to 786 box. And what you can see here is that as XLM's price started to come back down and actually started interacting with the 618 to 786 box, built up some support, built up a double bottom here, and is using that as its foundation to continue upwards. And so it's not like XLM just broke out. No. It back tested and flipped a major point into a massive amount of massive foundation, a yearly foundation, a year and a half of foundation, a year and a half of support, a year and a half of liquidity, and is using that foundation to push itself upwards. When you have support this big, the move to the upside that can follow can almost be immeasurable sometimes. This is exactly what you're looking for if you want to see an XLM price push up over $1, $2, $3. This is exactly what you need to see. That's exactly what we got. And what's interesting about it is that by doing what it just did over the course of the last 24 hours, it opened up the door for things to get even crazier. Let me explain why. Now, guys, I will let you know at the very end of the video, I'm going to talk to you all about the fact that in my Discord right now, I did just release a technical analysis for beginners guide, a 30-minute long video, an 18-page presentation and cheat sheets and more. That's going to be available for any of you who are a little bit newer to the world of technical analysis. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video. Those of you who are more advanced, I have an announcement for you as well. So watch towards the end of the vid. I will talk to you a little bit about that. Now, let me talk about why it just got even crazier for XLM. Let's talk about why it just got even crazier. So you remember that I told you the 618 to 786 Fibonacci zone is the most important zone, right? And that's like the determining factor zone. If you can build a support on it, you're going to send it. If you're going to get rejected off of it, you're going to crash, right? Let me show you what just happened when we look at our Fibonacci on the opposite side now. So what we're going to do, of course, it's a retracement. So we got to start at the top and we're going to go down and we're going to go down here. And do you see now that we have this 618 to 786 box, which is now put between to the top side about 31 cents all the way up to about 47 cents. Do you see what just happened? XLM's price broke through the top side Fibonacci zone. So to summarize, it came back down, built a massive amount of foundation on the bottom side Fibonacci zone to then send it through the top side Fibonacci zone. You know what's so exciting about breaking through a Fibonacci zone to the upside is that it opens up the door for Fibonacci extensions. And when you look at the Fibonacci extensions for XLM, the very first one is $1.56. The second one is $3.64. That means now that XLM has broken through this barrier, its breakout targets range between $1.50 to $3.64. So you think it's crazy now? It could get a whole lot crazier. XLM has now put in breakout targets that could be anywhere from 6x to 8x higher than it is now. Now, does that mean that it's going to immediately go straight up there? Well, if this continues, yes, but no, probably not. What usually happens when you break a zone like this is you're going to start to slow down eventually. You will usually see some type of pullback. It wouldn't shock me some little mini crash happens, a consolidationary moment, going sideways for a while, right? These types of things happen all the time. And so, no, it doesn't mean that we're just going to go straight up to it, but it does mean that over time, it is very easily possible for XLM's price to push up towards $1.50 to $3.64. And so, yes, although everything feels so exciting and so big and so crazy now, people don't realize just how much more crazy it can get over the long term. As I mentioned before, sure, XLM is so overextended, it is ridiculous. The thing is literally just gone vertical. So at any given point, it might fall 20 or 30% to the downside. It very well might. But that does not matter anymore because in the grand scheme of things, it's breaking through a macro Fibonacci zone, opening up that door above that zone, and opening up the door for a possible not only new all-time high, but a further all-time high to finally get a fib extension up towards some of these levels, which again could still be this bad boy pushing another 180 to 600% from where we are now. So is it a guarantee that this is going to happen? No. But is it much more likely now than it was a few days ago? Absolutely. And I cannot wait to see how this plays out. I've been waiting to post this video here on the channel because I was like, you know what? I want to talk about XLM, but I want to wait until it clears this because this is such a major point of resistance. It might just get rejected and go straight back down and this all dies off, right? So now that we've seen this move, now that there is opportunity here, man, I mean, things could get much more crazier. So stay tuned. Going forward, I'll let you guys know exactly what's happening, exactly what I'm looking for, the price movements, the updates. If it does cool down, if it does pull back, I will be letting you know. So stay tuned for that and turn on those notifications. And now let's talk a little bit about this because, again, it is crazy. So if you head down to the link to my Patreon down below, which is currently just $5 a month, an extremely affordable link right there, what you're going to get is access to the Discord. In the Discord, you're going to get access to the first of 5 beginners courses that I'm going to be releasing over the coming weeks, where you have one currently on technical analysis for beginners. There's going to be a fundamental analysis for beginners, leverage trading for beginners, meme coin investing for beginners, and altcoin investing for beginners. In addition to all of that, what you also are going to get are my thoughts and insights and sometimes the moves that I make in my own personal portfolio, daily technical analysis, and daily fundamental analysis, all for just $5 a month. In addition to that, if you're more advanced, on Monday, I'm releasing the premium tier, which is going to come with weekly workshops and lessons from me, coaching classes from some of the different coaches that I've hired to come on, professional traders, calls and signals that they're going to be releasing. There's going to be private Q&As between myself and other premium members and much more, only for $17 a month. So if you're more advanced, there will be that more advanced tier releasing in just a couple of days. So stay tuned for that. And again, if you are advanced, don't forget you can trade a little XLM over on the BTCC in order to get, and you can also get, of course, a 10% bonus on first-time deposits. So pay attention to that. Stay tuned for that. That is, I mean, $5 a month. Last bull market, my Patreon, I had it like $40 a month. And I was like, you know what? I want to do things a little bit differently. I reduced all those prices down because I know a lot of you are new here and I want you to have an affordable place to go to learn how this actually works and have a great community. There's over 200 people that have joined just in the last couple of days. So go check that out and let me know what you think down below. But overall, I'm so excited with what we're seeing from XLM. I think this could literally be the beginning of something insane. And I can't wait to cover it for you all. And so with that in mind, I wanted to share that with you today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And I can't wait to see you later today when I have a few more videos dropping. You guys know I like to post 6, 7, 8 times a day. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.